All right. The Jags are just a day away from their season opener against the Colts. You got to be excited as a Jags fan. And I think a lot of you are thinking to yourselves, all right, we should win this game. We should win this game by a lot. We're ahead of the Colts in almost every single category. And I do have to agree with you. But still, it's nice to hear when the head coach is saying nice things. Now, here's the thing about Doug Pederson that I've realized since I've really started digging in. I mean, I've been a Jags fan, but since I've started digging in covering the team. And one thing you learn about him is that he's not very quick to heap praise and get super excited. All right. So he said a few things going into the game day here. And one of the things he said was, he said, it's been a good week of preparation, yada, yada, yada. He had good words to say about Trayvon Walker. You know, as a Jags fan, that you need Walker to take that next step. He was the number one overall pick. All right. And you want him to be able to bolster that defense like Trevor Lawrence, number one overall pick, is bolstering that offense. All right. He said of him, he said, Trayvon is headed in the right direction. He has made really steady progress each day, each week. Every time he steps on the field, he is continuing to work on his craft. He said that was okay. Like, that's Doug Pederson, but he actually got even more excited about a couple of other players. All right. He was talking about the third-year safety, Andre Cisco. And this is important because he's going to be a starting safety for this team. And he said this about him. He said he came back this spring with a lot of confidence. We know he is going to be around the football. He seems to find it. We just have to make sure he catches it when it comes his way. He is a great leader, not only for our defense, but the team as well. All right. He is excited about that. He's excited about what Cisco's doing on the defensive side of the ball. And that's kind of what you need. Because I think when you look at this team, the one area you might have some concern is that secondary. Like, and you can say yes, no, maybe so, but I'm telling you right now, going against Kurt, going against Jones, going against Ridley, going against Ingram, going against Lawrence, they've been getting some really good work all of spring. This is one of those things where when you have a great offense, it helps you get a better defense. When you have a great defense, it helps you get a better offense. The Jags offense has the chance to be elite, so it will help. He also talked about Travis Etienne. He said he's a great player. Like, thank you. I agree. He said he is in a really good place. What he has worked on this offseason and in training camp has helped him to be a good running back. We are excited to watch him and see where he picks up where he left off. He also said good things about Tank Bigsby. He said it's been good for Tank having ETN. He said, but ETN is the leader of that room. Thank you for that. Because I think a lot of, if you're a fantasy football person, all you've ever heard about is Tank, and how he's going to take away from ETN. And I think he's going to help ETN. Like, Travis Etienne has good size. And this is what I struggle to understand about Travis Etienne. He's 5'10", 215. Like, he has the size of a bell cow back, but he doesn't look the size of a bell cow back when he runs. And he kind of, he's not a bowling ball. He's more of a pinball when he runs. And so when you see that and you think to yourself, all right, if Etienne's the only guy, he's not the guy that you want to get 20 carries and 5 or 6 catches. He's just not built for that over the season. You want him to get 15 carries a game and 4 or 5 catches. And I think what Tank Bigsby is going to be able to do is get, that 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, depending on if they're way ahead and stuff like that. Tank is going to be able to take a lot of the carries, some, not a lot, some of the carries off his plate, which will make ETN more efficient. I just really think that's what's going to happen. All right, but what about your other weapons? He talked about it. Ridley. All right, and this is when you can tell he actually started to get excited. He said the speed is real. The explosion is real. The ability to catch the football is real. Like, this is fantastic. All right, and this is the first time Ridley is going to be able to play in 2 seasons when the team got him. Like I'm just excited about this. And he went on to say, I think early on when we first got him, we had to pump the brakes with him a little bit. We talked about this already on this channel. He has really settled into this role. I don't feel like he is pressing much. I'm excited for him. It is great to see him back out on the field. This is how you know Pederson is such like he monitors what he says so much. He's actually saying the same quotes he said earlier in the season. And he said this like week 1 of training camp. I think early on we had to pump the brakes. He said he actually said the quote, we have to pump the brakes with him a little bit. Man, oh man. Ben Barch, he said he's ready to go, excited for him. It's a great opportunity to get back in there with the starting 5. Look, overall, can we just agree that when was the last time you were this excited as a Jags fan? Like, when was the last time you were this excited as a Jags fan? To see the ending of last year after the Lions game. I know I'm wearing a Lions shirt. Okay, we beat the Chiefs. I'm very proud of it. You know we're Lions fans. We haven't hid that. All right. Also love the Jags. And, like after you lost to the Lions, you guys just went on a straight tear. You win a playoff game. All right. You have a dude at quarterback. I've told you how much I like Trevor Lawrence and the way he plays quarterback. I am telling you right now, I see things in him. I see a little Andrew Luck in him. I see a little Peyton Manning in him. Like, the dude has skill. All right. And I think he can be that elite player, and he has weapons around him. And this defense can be good enough. If this can be just a top 15, top 20 defense, this is a team that can really, really compete. And I'm telling you right now, it's different when you love a team and they have an okay quarterback. Look, I know you as fans loved Jacksonville, right? Like, I know you loved it when you had that amazing team, that defense that was so good. But even though your team was awesome, in the back of your mind, at least this is how I felt when it was happening, I never thought the Jags had a chance to like win it all. Because in order to win it all, you need a quarterback. And they didn't have it. Was it Blake Bortles? You have the quarterback. And last year, he was a top 10 quarterback. I think he takes the jump. I think he becomes a top 5. I think he's better than Herbert. I think he can be as good. I think he can be better than Burrow. I really do. And I really do think he can be a top 5, top 3 quarterback in this league. And if he can do that with the talent that they have around and the coaching staff that they have here, how can you be more excited for a team? So anyways, hope you enjoy the content. Leave a comment below. Do you agree with me on Trevor Lawrence? Are you excited for this team? Do you agree with what Pederson is saying? Like, it's exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate the support on the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Go Jags.